welcome back to another video. So we are at Tam Chuk Pagoda. Yeah, so I think it's the biggest? It's the biggest pagoda in Vietnam, and it's in Ha Nam, or Nam, good. So stick around, we'll show you around the pagoda. So let's go, 3, 2, 1. Flop that.
Say hi. Okay, let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We are in Tam Chuk, the biggest pagoda in the south. Wow, it's so amazing. Maybe the southeast, the southeast Asia, southeast. Okay. Hello, welcome back to my channel. No, not my channel, our channel, English channel. So we are in Tam Chuk Pagoda in Vietnam. This is biggest pagoda in Southeast Asia. Okay, I will show you.
Okay, so we got to take one of these electric cars. Where does it take us? Emma, where does it take us?
They will take us to pagoda, the main pagoda. Have a lot of pagoda. It is just one the restaurant and
okay.
the ticket station.
Okay. Alright, cool. Well, we're going to get on this car and go to the pagoda. Catch you soon.
Look, they come there to listening. You see, everything to listening. Like the girl here. Yeah, a lot of people. You see, they use their hands to listen.
Praying.
Yeah, the right, they play, and even the fish, even the animal, they want to hear. It's very cool, right?
Video.
What are you doing?
Show me your bum.
Baby, look. Flower.
Deal. Okay, so let's rewind. So you're probably wondering what happens next, right? So we're on the way home. We jump on the bike as normal, just heading home. We've been out for the day. It's been pretty good. About 15-20 minutes later, we actually end up getting in a pretty bad motorbike crash. Okay, so at this point, we've hit the truck. Vivian's pretty injured. She's hurt her leg pretty badly. I feel pretty winded. At this point, I can't breathe. I've kind of hit the floor because I literally can't breathe any sort of air into me. The driver, he actually ends up coming over, getting out his truck. He comes, checks out Vivian, comes, checks out me. They're lifting up my shirt and trying to check for like bruises and cuts. And at this point, obviously, there's no bruises, there's no cuts. So obviously, I'm being told I'm okay. I'm just winded. So this is my thought. So they actually ended up totaling Vivian's bike. So now Vivian's bike is totally mashed. So the driver actually ends up taking me, Vivian, and the bike to a repair shop. So we're sitting in the back of this repair. Well, I'm sitting in the back of the truck actually, and Vivian and the driver that hit us, they're actually inside getting the bike repaired. At this point, I start to get really hot, really sweaty. I can't breathe, and I start to feel really sick. So at this point, I knew probably something was up, and then we should go to hospital. So at this point, the guy who hit me, I gather he's pretty worried because he's kind of consoled me. He's saying, "Oh, you're okay. Nothing's wrong. Blah blah blah." So I go in for my scans, my X-rays. So I've gone from being told that nothing's wrong and I'm absolutely fine to now I'm having emergency surgery that will last about an hour, 45 minutes, something like this. And it's because I've ruptured my spleen. So inside I'm bleeding internally. I've been bleeding for about 3 hours now. Because like I said, nobody knew. I didn't know. I just felt I was winded. Everybody's telling me I'm okay. And I didn't even know. So Vivian speaks Vietnamese, right? So she's talking to the doctor. And I have no idea what's being said. I can see her face dropping a little bit. And I'm like, it's okay. It's not going to be that bad. But the next thing she tells me is obviously that I'm being rushed in to have emergency surgery. So at this point, we're in the hospital. Just come out of surgery. I don't really remember much, if I'm honest. But I remember Vivian being there. Her family arrived. And at this point, I can't talk properly. I can't sit up. I can't go to the toilet. I can't eat. I can't do anything for myself at this point. So let me just say how lucky I was to actually have been with Vivian. If I'd crashed alone, I'm definitely sure that it wouldn't have panned out how it did. So that was pretty... I say lucky, obviously I wish it didn't happen, but I'm lucky that it happened and I was with Vivian. So anyway, so now for the next 10 days, I'm in hospital. Vivian's taken the week off work to come look after me. And keep in mind at this point, she's also destroyed her leg. Her leg is absolutely mullered. So also might I add, at this point in my life, I'm in the best shape I've ever been. So I've battled with weight problems for as long as I can remember. And at this point in my life, I'm doing pretty good. I'm eating clean. I'm not eating loads of bullshit. I was working out regularly. So I was feeling good, looking good. So all the fat I'd lost and the muscle I'd gained. In 5 days in the hospital, because I couldn't eat, I lost 5.5 kilograms of pure muscle. And all my fat just went. So I ended up leaving the hospital really skinny, like just feeling really weak. But obviously I'm on the road to recovery, so this is totally normal. So now we've left the hospital. Vivian and her family kindly took me in for 2 weeks. So at this point I went to live with her in Ninh Bình. They clothed me, fed me. I was allowed to shower. Like honestly, these people looked after me so well. So now it's coming up to Tet Holiday. For those of you that don't know, Tet Holiday is the Vietnamese New Year. Okay, so it's the same for us, January 1st, but they start theirs January 19th, I believe, is when Tet kicks in. So actually my mum's flown over from England, she's now in Vietnam. So me, my mother and Vivian, we've flown to Phu Quoc. It's an island in the south of Vietnam. So we had a really good Tet, a really amazing time, saw some really cool places. At this point, I'm pretty healed. I'm walking. I'm eating again. I'm just taking things slow. I've got back to working out, but not as much as I used to. So then Tet's over. My mother flies home. So I'm still in Vietnam now. I'm at Vivian still in Ninh Binh. So I'm getting ready to go back to my hometown. Where I lived in Vietnam was Vinh Bao. So I'm getting ready to go back to Vinh Bao because I was obviously an English teacher. I had a job. But then good old Corona. So Corona comes in and starts playing havoc. So at this point in Vietnam, I'd say there was only about 4 cases. Not even like literally very minimal cases. But the Vietnamese government actually did really well in preventing Corona early on. So very early on, they were shutting schools, they were shutting restaurants, they were shutting many things basically. They were doing the best they could to keep things from not spreading. So obviously now the schools are shut, and as an English teacher, I can't make money. So on top of the crash, I had to fork out for the crash. Then I had Tet holiday, spent a lot of money there, and then obviously I have no work. So I'm now in Vietnam with all my savings gone. There's now currently no work. I obviously had to do something. So the next drastic move was to come back to the UK, which is where I am now. So back in the UK, things are a little bit weird. So yeah, I'm here. Vivian's over in Vietnam. But we have a plan. So we're still good. We still talk daily. We're still getting on. And we have a plan. So the plan is, I kind of did it the Vietnamese way for a year and a bit. I met her family. I met her friends. I'd kind of like her to do the same. So the plan is to get her over here. So I'm starting work so that I can apply for the spousal visa. So yeah, that's my goal at the moment. So we're separated, we're apart, but with a plan, so it's okay. So all going well. When she comes here, we can both start work. I want to go back to uni and do my degree. So I want to get my degree back in order and then get back to, once you spent a few years here, I think we'll either go to Canada or Vietnam, back to Vietnam. But this time the south of Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh. So yeah, right now things are on a bit of a hold because of the whole Corona, but not much we can do about that really. So that brings me to my next point. So the UK, we're on a lockdown. Everyone currently is not allowed outside unless you are shopping or you are a key worker. So a key worker is someone like a doctor, an NHS worker, anyone who's key to just society really. So for the people like me, like in the UK, I'm a chef, I work in a restaurant. So for me, there's no work here. I'm currently looking for online work. But yeah, that's the plan. So I'm also starting a series starting tomorrow. So UK life lockdown. Okay, so it's going to be almost like daily vlogs. I don't want to say daily, but maybe 4 or 5 days a week where I show you what I do to keep myself sane, what my plans are, how I've developed on my plans. So yeah, so keep tuned. I'm going to be doing a daily series. Like I said, life in the UK is pretty tame at the moment. So there's not exactly really exciting stuff going on, but this is reality. So I'm now going to be doing my vlogs from the UK. Obviously, Vivian's not here, so this is Inglamese, but half. So we've got half the Inglamese running the show over here. Back now, ready to make the videos. I'm starting the lockdown series this week. So this coming Monday, today is Saturday. So Monday I'm going to be starting the lockdown sessions. What us UK Brits do in life of the lockdown. Okay, so thanks for watching. Tune in, and I hope to see you next time. Subscribe and like. See you next time.